Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to episode 1 of the Sucka for Love podcast. We're going to talk about life, love, and there will be segments of entertainment. I'm your host, Tempest, or Tyler, whatever you want to call me. And I'm here with my guy, my best friend, my manager, captain of the ship, Capo, Eddie Cap. Say what's up to the people.
Yo, Eddie Cap here. Episode 1, Sucka for Love podcast. We're just gonna do something and try a thing and see where it goes, and you guys will get to know us more through this podcast, and we're pretty interesting people.
And we'll get to know them more.
And
we'll get to know them more too. Yeah, exactly. We're getting to know them more, because this is a safe place.
Very safe.
One thing I do want to say is this is not a news-informing podcast. You will not get updates on the world here. So if you're looking for that, it's the wrong podcast. I am sorry.
Might drop some sports knowledge and facts.
Entertainment. We are going to do some entertainment. There's going to be entertainment segments. I don't know if there'll be any entertainment segments on this first podcast, this first episode. But we want to lay down some groundwork. Of course, you always got to lay down groundwork. It's always got to be a start somewhere, right, Capo?
Exactly. So
always got to be a start.
right now, Wednesday, March 9th, 2022 is the first podcast. We're just putting that on the record.
That's a timestamp on our life. Timestamp. That's a timestamp. 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 That's a timestamp. That's a timestamp. That's a good timestamp to have. That's a great timestamp to have. But like I said, this is episode 1, Sucka for Love podcast, life, love, entertainment. It's gonna talk about. It's gonna be a safe haven for people. So don't ever think that this isn't gonna be something that you can come to every day if you need to. You know what I'm saying? And listen to, right?
If we could do it every day, we would, but we're not there yet.
I meant listen to. Nah, we're not gonna do this every day. Even regular podcasts, they don't do this every day.
That's true.
They do it like once a week. So, our first episode, we talked about it. It's a Suck for Love podcast, so I thought it would be appropriate for our first episode to talk about what love is. Now, I do want to say these podcasts are not going to go in any particular order. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to start off like what love is, or, and then go into like, a progression of like dating and stuff like that. Whatever we want to talk about is what we're going to talk about on that particular episode. So there's no particular order. It's nothing. We're just shooting the shits, I guess you could say. That's what it's going to be. So I'm going to ask you, Capo. I'm going to ask you first. You're not ready for it. I'm gonna ask you first.
Well, let me say something. No.
What do you? Oh, okay.
I'll say something first before we get started here.
Mm-hmm.
This segment is pretty interesting because we have two people who are on different ends of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
One guy who has definitely had enough love for 2 lifetimes, and one guy who's questionable, and we'll find out. So
you're gonna find out who's who.
Yeah, you'll find out who's who, and that's what the good part about this segment is gonna be.
That's exactly why you're a perfect co-host, because it's like there's your perspective from what you've been through, and then there's my perspective. It's not like it's gonna clash, but it's just two good perspectives to have.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying I'm gonna ask you first. I'm gonna ask you. I gotta ask you first.
I'm ready.
Because it's just simple. What is love to you? What is love? Like love.
I might need to take a shot before this one.
Now, you know what's crazy though? There is a difference between love and being in love. Did you know that, right?
Yeah, well,
you know that at least. You know that at least, right? You know that at least, right? Okay. You know that at least. So, but what is like just like basic love? What is love to you, Capo?
I would say that if we were to sum it all up, a quick way to explain love would be, our basic terms would be almost like it's that's a good, like a compromise.
A compromise?
Yeah. Like
really?
You have to and make sacrifices. You know, these are just words that explain what things. You know, so like.
I don't think you know the difference then.
Hold on. Well, we'll see here. But I would say compromising. You know, you love someone. And you have to compromise, you know, you have to whatever they like, you know, stuff like that.
That's what you think. That's what you think love is.
I mean, I think being in love. Well, okay, being in
There
love.
is a difference.
Love,
Remember, there's a difference. There's a difference. Remember, there's a difference.
Yeah. So that's being in love. Then that would be being in love with someone.
We'll get there, but I want to know what just basic love is.
Doing whatever you have to for someone, or whatever you can, even if it goes against how you feel. Most times. I'll go ahead and ask Tyler.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask him the same question because
The same question.
You know, then you'll be able to figure out who the two people are in the beginning of the show.
You're gonna do
so
that.
Tyler,
Yeah.
what is love?
What is love? Well, like I said, there's a difference between loving anybody and being in love with anybody. I think basic love is just like caring about someone's well-being. You know what I mean? Like, I love you, right?
Yep,
Do you love me?
I do. I do.
I was kidding. No, but I think I think love is just like just caring about someone's well-being, like, you know, what they go through. It's not necessarily sacrificing or anything like getting to that extent yet, but I think love is just like you care about what someone goes through. You know, you care about, like I said, their well-being. Their well-being is what they go through, like, you know what I'm saying? So when you say you love somebody, it's basically like, yo, like, you good today? You know, like it's like I said, it's basic love is just caring about someone's well-being. That's what I just think basic love is. Simple as you can be. I always say this too. I always say for me to put it, because some people don't know the difference between love and being in love. So I always put it as like, love is like a want, and being in love is like a need. Would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Like, love is like a want, and being in love is like a need. Because being in love is when you start doing like the sacrifice and like putting people before you and all that shit. But basic love is just like, you know, I love you. Like, I care about your well-being. I care about what you go through. I care about if things bother you. I care about your day, basically, or I care about whatever you're going through at the moment. But you're not necessarily prioritizing that person's wants or needs. So I think that's definitely, like, if I'm going to put it plain and simple for people to understand, love is like a want, and being in love is like a need, you know? If I'm going to put it plain and simple. Cause you can love everybody. Or a lot of people. I won't say everybody. You can love a lot of people, but you're not in love with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy that a lot of people don't know the difference. You know that?
Yeah, I mean,
And I can understand. You have to experience it to know. I get that. But I remember I was talking to somebody.
when was the first time that you were in love, or you felt like you were in love?
In love? Like, actually in love, or like the first time I like loved somebody?
Well, not
like a
love
significant,
somebody,
like a
just
significant. You're talking about significant. Okay, we're talking in the case of a significant other, right?
Yeah, like like a girl, yeah, or guy.
So
you
the
know,
first
whatever,
time I loved somebody was in love.
when you were in love with someone,
In love with someone?
because you said loving's easier. Falling.
Well,
in
not
love,
loving is easier,
not
but loving
easier.
is just
Would
like,
you say loving some, like you said, I could love you.
I can love you. Yes, you can love me.
But I'm not in love with you.
Yeah.
So in love is like a little bit harder.
Yeah, you have to definitely like be involved and like attached and
I'm
all
sure
that.
you were in love multiple times, but who were you in love with?
I
Who was the
was. I
first person?
thought I was in love. There were times where I thought I was in love.
Go through the
but
first time that you thought you were in
I
love.
thought I was in love. My, because The first time I thought I was in love.
No name drops. No name drops.
No, I'm not gonna name drop. I'll never name drop here, especially. I'll never name drop. So you're asking me how I felt when I wasn't.
The first time you were in love. Do you remember that?
The first time I was in love wasn't until my.
You felt like you were in
It wasn't
love.
until my last. Oh, I felt first time I felt like I was in love was with my first girlfriend. Yeah, I felt like I was in love with my first girlfriend, but in going through life and experiencing life, and I knew what being in love was when I was with my last girlfriend, but we don't know that because like I don't even want to say because age doesn't really necessarily come with experience. Experience doesn't come with age. Or is it the other way around? Is it age? Age does not come with experience.
Yeah, that's it.
There we go. Age does not come with experience. And experience doesn't come with age. They don't come hand in hand. They don't coincide. I thought I was in love with my first girlfriend until I experienced love with other girls. I guess you could say, because I wasn't in love with my second
So
and
in
third.
hindsight, you realized,
I realized when I actually was like in love with someone else, I realized that the first time that I thought I was in love I wasn't truly in love, because I realized like there's certain things that come with being in love. Like I didn't prioritize her. I'm not saying that I didn't try or anything, but I could just tell the difference. And like, cause when you're experiencing things, sometimes even for the first time, and you think you know something, it's not actually what it is. Excuse me. It's not actually what it is, and you do have to experience more. But shit does hurt. Shit, you experience it, and you thought you were in love,
Yeah.
because you think you're in love, and then when you go through life and experience more things, then you're like, oh, like a I guess like a light bulb or whatever. Whatever goes off in you or whatever, and then you're just like, this is what being in love is when you actually experience it. So I mean, in hindsight, sometimes you think you know something until you have to experience it more.
Yeah.
So love is weird.
Yeah.
And being in love is definitely weird. Love is weird, and being in love is definitely weird. It's not like necessarily like a weird concept, but it's definitely something that I think that
It is a weird concept.
I don't think we still 100%.
No.
I don't think we still 100% understand it completely. The concept of it. I think we understand.
You blame a lot of things for that.
I don't want to. I don't want to blame the internet for that completely.
Not
I think the
completely,
internet
not
just
completely.
brought light to a lot of things.
Yeah,
I thought about
yeah.
this the other day. I'm not gonna lie. I used to think that the internet. I'm not gonna say the internet didn't ruin things. I think the internet did ruin things. But
it has its pros and cons. It definitely.
Yeah,
That's another.
but-
That's another segment. We will talk about the internet.
we
I
could.
do have some thoughts
We
on that
could.
one.
We
I have-
could. We could.
I
We
have
could.
thoughts that I could talk about. For a
But
while.
I can't 100% say that the internet ruined a lot of things. I think the internet just brought light to a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I think the
100%.
internet. I think the
Yeah,
internet just
yeah,
brought
yeah.
light to a lot of things that people weren't seeing, especially when it comes to dating and stuff like that. Did it ruin it? I can't 100% say yes or no. I'm not gonna say that it did or it didn't. I can say I'm on the fence. I can say I'm on the fence. You know what I mean? I feel like because there's certain things like
That's another segment. We're getting too deep, making me think about it.
Chapel on the business
And
moves.
then making me think about talking about the internet. I don't want to talk about the internet.
We can
but
talk about whatever we want to talk about.
I get. Yeah, no. The internet is
The internet's a weird place. The internet, you can go and get
dangerous.
you can go and get a
valuable
bunch of
place.
information that you want to get, and it can be false information. The internet's weird.
It can be a smuggy place. Word shout out, my homie Tito.
Smuggy, you did not bring Smuggy until episode 1. You couldn't wait.
No, I had to bring it in now.
Couldn't wait.
Throw it down there.
I'm done with you.
But yeah, love is. I don't know.
Go ahead, say it. Say love is what? Love is what? Love is what? I'm listening. We're all listening.
Love is like it's also, like it's two different things. And, to be honest with you, I don't think that I've loved girls, but I've never been in love with a girl.
I believe you've, yeah.
That's how I can say it. I don't think I've ever been in love with a girl, but I think I've loved a couple of girls in my life. But yeah, so I've never been in love yet, but I have loved. And
No, yeah, I know you've loved.
yeah.
For sure, I know you've loved. Being in love? I mean,
I don't
know.
I don't know. Until maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, eventually, yeah, I will be. But
I know, I definitely know some people you would have been in love with, but shit, I mean, I don't know nothing. Just his best friend or whatever, but
so
Oh, so you want to
shot time.
We're gonna take a shot? We're trying to get sponsored by Truly and Coralejo Tequila. So #Truly, #Coralejo. Cheers to episode 1.
Sucka for Love.
Sucka for Love podcast. Sheesh. Oh, good.
Sucka for Love podcast. Tempest, aka Tyler.
Yeah,
Eddie Cap.
Eddie Cap. Is that where you're gonna go by Eddie Cap?
Yeah, Eddie Cap. Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna go by Eddie Cap. Just to let y'all know, he's gonna go by Eddie Cap. I'm going by, I guess,
whatever you wanna
Tempest.
go by.
I can go by Tempest. I'll go by Tempest. That's fine.
Tempest, yeah.
I'll go by Tempest. But again, it's not wild to me, but it is like, I don't even want to say crazy, but when I talk to people about the difference between loving and being in love, and they don't really know the difference, it's like,
I mean, I think
like I said, it comes with experience, but then it's just like when you're speaking to people and they're just like, and they just disagree with everything you say, and I'm just like, I don't know what to say to them sometimes, because it's just like they don't want to like.
You just talking about regular people, talking about love.
Yeah, just not regular people, just like no, not regular people, just like people I know, people we talk to, friends. You know what I'm saying? It's just people.
But some people have different perspectives on love. I mean, yeah, there.
Yeah. No doubt. They have different perspectives on love, but then when you do sit there and try to explain to them because you've experienced that, or try to explain the difference because they're asking you about it. Like if someone's coming to you, not necessarily coming to you, but if you're having a conversation with somebody and they're asking you about something, or they're looking for advice on something, and then you're explaining that something to them, then it's just like, I'm explaining it to you because of what I've been through, my experience, Mm-hmm. And then you're just disagreeing with everything that I say, then it's just like...
Sounds like this is a personal situation.
Not necessarily personal. It's not. No, it's more than one person. It's not personal. It's not a single person. I'm not singling out somebody. I'm just saying, I've talked to multiple people and they don't know the difference between love and being in love, which is fine because you have to experience that. That comes with experience. You can't just sit there and be like, I know what being in love is. That's not a thing. You have to experience that to actually know, But when I tell people that I've experienced that, because like I said, I thought I was in love with my first girlfriend, and then my last girlfriend that I was in love with, I saw the difference. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I saw the complete difference. It's literally on a scale. I saw the complete fucking difference of what being in love is, So then it's just when I'm explaining those things to them, it's no, they're just saying no to me, and I'm just like, how are you saying no to me?
What about now? What is Tempest? Does Tempest got something in the works right now? Is he single for all the ladies out there?
Oh my goodness.
Let's get that off. Let's start that off now, so people don't gotta wonder anymore. As they get through the episodes, they just they know
Okay,
now.
Capo. Here we go. Here we go. Are you promoting me right now?
Single, not available. Single.
I'm single and unavailable. I'm single.
He's single.
I'm single and working on myself and progressing things in my life. I'm learning to love myself this in this phase of my life. I have put how should I say this? I have put too many things ahead of myself instead of worrying about myself. So this phase in my life that I'm in, I talked to Emily about this too when we had our dinner.
No name drop.
That's it's Emily. I talked to Emily about this during our dinner. I was like, that's completely fucking different. I talked to Emily about this during our dinner. This phase in my life, the chapter that I'm in my life, I'm working on my peace of mind and what I go through in life. Myself, I'm working on myself. So I mean, I am
mental wellness. That's what it's about.
Self-care. Self-care? Self-care? Is that self-care? Self-care. 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 I was trying to do the little thing, like self-care Sundays, like the SS thing, I was trying, it didn't work out. But, I'm just working on my working on my peace of mind and my happiness. Because I put a lot of people before myself for a long time. So I am single, but I don't think I'm available, Capo.
Not yet, but give it time. Time heals all.
No. Time. Oh, whoa! I'm glad you said that. Let's go with that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hey, time. I have learned in my life that time does not heal all. You just learn to live with things. People don't. That's just a cliche line that people tell you so you can get over things. Did you know that?
Some people do get over it though.
Do they? Do they? I mean, they might, but then I've seen people at instances.
Well,
I've seen instances where people at a moment in time where they hear that and they think that they get over it, and then sometime down the road it hits them again, and it's just so did that time heals all line really work?
There's got to be exceptions.
The worst cliche line I despise is "There's more fish in the sea." That line is the worst. That is the worst line you could tell someone after a breakup or anything that they're going through when anyone's sad. That is the worst thing you could tell somebody. You're disagreeing, aren't you?
No, it's. I mean, that's.
You want me to tell you why that's the worst thing you can tell somebody? Okay, so let's talk in terms of there's other fish in the sea, right?
Yep.
Okay. So let's say you're in a relationship and. Name me. What's a top tier fish you can catch?
I don't know.
Let's say a sea bass, right? That's top tier, right? When I've seen the.
Not a fisherman. I don't
know. Don't quote us on this, but we've seen
we do like to eat sushi, but
sea bass. That seems like a top tier fish, big fish, whatever. Right? That they catch on the ESPN shows or whatever. Let's say sea bass. So let's say you had a sea bass as your significant other, right? And then the next time you go out and fish, you catch tuna. That's another fish in the sea, right? But is that as exact? I mean, again, don't quote us on this. I don't know if sea bass is better than tuna, but I'm just saying I know a sea bass is bigger than tuna. But I'm saying, you gonna be okay with that tuna? No, you would want another sea bass. And that sea bass was your sea bass.
The tuna provides something that the sea bass did not.
What?
You did not know about.
That you didn't know about.
I don't know.
It's possible. I didn't say it wasn't possible. I just don't like the cliche lines. I don't like the
dumb line though.
I don't like the cliche line of I don't like the cliche line of there's other fish in the sea because no, that fish was my fish. I don't give a fuck about other fish. I want that fish. That fish was my fish. You know? So like, why the fuck am I gonna try and catch other fish when I wanted that fish initially? These other fish aren't gonna make me happy because I wanted that fish initially, and that's what I caught.
Yeah. Nah, I get it.
I don't even know how to fish anyway.
I
But
don't even like water.
oh, we're not going there. We're not going there.
No,
oh,
like, you don't like
God.
when it rains. That's what I'm saying. It's,
When it rains?
like, you know, when it rains. But anyways, yeah, no, that I agree with that. That line is not. Yeah, that's an older line. That is an older line that we don't like to say anymore because
I don't agree with that line.
Yeah, no, it's just it is.
It just doesn't. It just
stupid.
It's just a cliche
sure.
line to help people. There's so many cliche lines to help people like get over the hump. Let's say that, get over the hump, because there's people that are sad. I get it. I get it. I get it. No, I get it. Like we're like.
That's work.
But
talk,
that's
you know.
I mean, not even word talk.
Like,
But
I
just
don't
like
say-
you don't
I'm
want
not
to see
gonna say
people
either.
sad. Like yeah, like that's what. Okay,
I'll
let's
tell
say that.
Greg and the
That's-
people go next to
yeah.
me. Hey, Greg,
Oh, God.
there's more fish in the sea. Don't worry about your
Yeah, but that's
ex-girlfriend.
okay. So I'll say that. That's what I appreciate about you, because you let me go through it, and then you'll let me feel it, and then like you'll like motivate me to like do certain things. You won't tell me cliche lines, or you won't tell me BS.
But Greg next
And-
to me, I'm gonna tell Greg there's more fish in the sea because I don't give a fuck about
Oh
Greg.
God.
But he's my coworker.
Greg. But what if Greg goes out and catches a different fish and he's unhappy?
I'm hoping Greg has better friends at home than he has at coworkers.
But if he's coming to you for that advice?
yeah, that's true. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. You
Well,
gotta,
hopefully, you know.
you gotta talk to Greg a little more nicer.
Maybe I don't like Greg. You know.
So that's two wrongs don't make it right. You know that, right? But two lefts are gonna put you back in the same place. So you just
Maybe I want Greg to get mad and quit his job.
so you're unhappy at work.
No,
Is there a Greg at your job that you don't love, Edward?
no.
You see how I did that in my full circle, you know, sucker full up. Anyway, are you mad at Greg?
No. Greg's a good guy. You just tell Greg's a guy you tell cliche things to, and he falls for them. Just because you don't want to keep talking to him. That's who Greg is.
We gotta spread love to Greg. What if
No, you
Greg's
still love
unhappy?
Greg. You still
What
love
if
Greg.
what if Greg needs your love?
I'll invite Greg to the bar, and then I'll tell him the truth. But at work, I don't want to get into it.
Oh my
Come
God.
to the bar, Greg. No, but yeah, the cliche stuff, they just... Some of it just, dumb. But
No, it doesn't make any sense to give someone a cliche line. You know, I'm always honest with people. When they're going through stuff, I am, because they talk about how much they love something or someone, and I'm honest with them. I'm like, go through what you're gonna go through, and go through it. Don't let anyone tell you that there's a time on this. Don't let anyone tell you that you need to get over this. Don't let anyone tell you anything.
as long, as long as it's not hurting you, though.
Not hurting you, yeah,
Like,
in a sense, but I'm talking about as
if you're
far as
so
like
depressed
as
and then
far
you're
as
not
like
eating
giving
and
your
you're, like, dying.
as far as like giving your perspective to someone to like encourage them to do certain things. You know what I mean? Because it's just like
Well, I'm just
like
saying,
the
yeah,
time
yeah.
heals all. Like don't sit there and tell someone like time heals all. Like if
No,
someone
no,
wants
no, yeah, no,
if someone feels like they can't get over something and it takes 5 years for them to get over it, that's their time.
But hopefully there's not killing
Hopefully it
themselves doing
doesn't.
it.
Hopefully obviously hopefully it doesn't.
Then you got to
but-
do something else. You have to step in.
You know,
But,
hopefully
yeah.
it doesn't. Obviously, you don't want them to be upset or sad for that long. But, you know, it's on their time. You can't tell someone to get over something. It's on their time. You know what I mean?
No, you're not rushing them, no.
Everything is you
No.
and you have to go through it, you know?
Yeah. no.
Especially if you've loved something for so long or was in love with something for so long. You got to go through it. If you don't go through it and you're just like, yeah, I'm good, you're going to feel it again. You may not think you're going to feel it again, but you will. When you feel off, that's when you're going to feel it again. And that's just facts. You know?
It is.
It is facts. It's just facts, you know, because people are gonna go. You're gonna go through shit and experience shit, especially life. Life's not easy across the board. for anyone.
No.
For anyone.
For some.
For some, yeah. Oh, yeah.
For some. But no.
That's a key thing too. Of course, some people's lives aren't going to be harder.
And that's
than
the bad part about social media. One of the bad parts.
What is it?
Well,
What's the bad part?
Everyone thinks that there's a lot more people that have it good than bad.
Oh, okay.
So,
so that is a bad part of social media.
That.
You could
just
post,
the highlight.
Because you can post whatever you want to post.
We're getting better. We're trying to get better.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I see what you're saying. That makes complete sense. Yeah. But
that's not the point here. But that's just.
But the point is,
Actually, that might be a good point because those people don't love themselves, and then they think it's turns into fake love. That might lead into a segue in talking about love, because social media highlighting certain aspects of people's lives makes someone else.
I feel like we gotta have a social media segment.
Not love their.
Is that what you're saying?
Life just as much.
Is that what you're saying? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, well,
social media segment. We could talk about social media and love and how social media has affected love. I'm not, like I said earlier, I'm not saying that it didn't, but I do think that it brought light to a lot of things.
It did. There's pros and cons to social media.
Yeah, definitely.
But we got there's a lot of things we took from it now that we do not help that hurt us now.
Well, we're gonna save that.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that.
We'll save
now.
social media.
Right now, we have to finish talking about love and how the
love
world
is love.
each other.
I think, like I said, I don't think we 100% understand what love is. I mean,
we don't until we actually.
Or
fall
actually,
in
we
love.
may do. Or
that's it.
Does that make sense? We may do. Is that
what
we may do? We may do. No,
what are you trying to say? What did they do?
I don't know if that makes sense. We may know what love is, but love is definitely weird. Let me ask you a question. Did you see the 21 Savage interview? I think it was Breakfast Club, where he was like, "I'd rather you show me loyalty than give me love." And I completely disagreed with what he said.
And why did you disagree with him? I think
why? Because I think they coincide. You don't think so?
Loyalty. Well, no, because
they have to come with each other. I feel like they have to come with each other.
A part of it. You also said earlier that love, you can say, "Oh, I love you, man."
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean anything. Like I can go out and say, to your boy. One of your boys.
No, I didn't say that they could. Okay, so I think that love doesn't have to come with loyalty. It doesn't have to. Because I can love you but still be doing things behind your back.
Yeah, that's what I... Yeah.
But I think loyalty has to come with love.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where I'm disagreeing with him.
But that's why he said he'd rather have loyalty.
He said he'd rather have he said he'd rather have a loyal... well, we can go back and watch it, but from what I remember is he said he'd rather have loyalty over love. And to me, that didn't make sense.
Well, maybe, we should DM him after the show.
Oh, yeah. He's going to answer real quick. So do you agree with him or do you disagree with him? I disagree with him. I disagree with him for sure.
I would say it's conflicting. Like you said. I mean, you just said you can be loyal. You can
love someone but not be loyal to them. Yeah.
But he's saying he'd rather have loyalty.
Over love, but I feel like so like I said, I feel like love doesn't come with loyalty, but I feel like loyalty comes with love. Like that can be possible.
You'd rather have the loyalty with love than having the love.
But from what I remember, the interview of what he was saying, he said, "I'd rather you be loyal to me than love me." So that's basically saying, like, from what I'm taking from that is that he'd rather have loyalty but no love. I could be wrong, but that's what I feel like he's saying. And to me, that didn't make any sense because I feel, like I said, love doesn't have to come with loyalty, but loyalty has to come with love.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. How about we're gonna agree to disagree?
Oh, we are clashing. So, okay, we are clashing. No, I was kidding.
No, well, I think maybe he misconstrued his words then. Or
it's possible. Because, I mean, if you're going to be loyal to something, that means you love it.
Yeah.
Right? You have to, right?
Yeah,
You have to.
yeah.
Like, if why are you going to be loyal to something if you don't love it? You know what I'm
Or
saying?
maybe
Like, it
you're
doesn't
digging
matter.
too deep. Maybe he just wanted to say he'd rather you be loyal and love him than just love him and not be loyal. That type of thing.
I don't know.
We're just gonna, I get it, but
Nah, I still think they like coincide somewhat.
I mean, I think that
Like I said, you can love someone and not be loyal to them.
Yeah,
But I feel like you can't be loyal to something without loving
we'll
it.
get an answer from him soon.
Did you DM already?
Still in the meeting.
You DM'd him already or what?
Not yet. I will soon.
Okay. Okay, capo. Here we go. Let me ask you though. Since we're on the subject of love, this is the love episode. First episode, episode 1, Sucka for Love podcast. Was that sexy or not? I don't know if it was. We'll figure it out later.
We got some merch too, by the way. I'm gonna drop that real quick, taking a little intermission. We have merch, and it's pretty dope. Hoodies.
Sucka for Love merch. People thought I was gonna do a Valentine's Day drop, but I didn't. And the reason why I didn't do a Valentine's Day drop is because of the podcast. So when we do this podcast, and people start getting into the podcast and listening, then they'll be like, "Oh, Sucka for Love merch." That's why I didn't do a Valentine's Day drop, because I know people were like, "Oh, he has a Sucka for Love merch and all this, and then he's gonna do a Valentine's Day drop." And I didn't say a damn word. I didn't say nothing at all.
You sneaky.
I'm a sneaky link. No,
Okay, go. I had to just say we have merch out.
Do
Sucka for Love.
Okay, hold on. Do you remember the first time you said, "I love you" to a significant other, I guess you could say? Because you haven't had many girlfriends in your life. I know that for a fact. So, do you remember the first time you said, "I love you" to someone? You don't have to say names. Of course, we're not name dropping on.
Yeah, I do.
Did you mean it?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh.
I don't think so. I don't
Wait,
know.
okay, so,
Well, I
okay,
think I did,
okay.
but I don't think I knew what it was. Is what I'm saying.
Is it,
Like,
okay.
It was a while ago,
Uh-huh.
and I think I felt like I knew what it was, but I didn't. So not like I was out like lying, like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking. But I think I said it thinking that I felt like that way. But now, thinking about it now, I don't think.
So
I think I loved her, but I don't think I was in love with her.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did you? No, that's what I'm asking you.
Oh.
Was the first time you said you love somebody?
Oh,
Did you mean it?
Oh,
Not
yeah,
being in love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, not like in love, but yeah, okay, for sure, 100%.
100%.
I think I meant it. I know I meant it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember it now. Yeah. It was a while ago, but yeah, for sure.
Probably about like 4 or 5 years ago.
Nah, I'm not gonna say any timelines here, but
Around like 2015.
it was.
I'm just playing. You don't have to respond to that.
Yeah, no, but that. So yeah.
That was the first time. Is it who I think it is? Who I think it is. You don't have to.
I don't know. 2015.
No, you don't have to say time because people are gonna try and figure that out.
Oh.
Is it who I think it is? The house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
Wait.
That was the first time you said that to somebody?
I don't know.
You get all
I don't know what
capo.
I don't know.
Capo.
I don't know what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know the clue.
The house. The house. I'm gonna just say the house. I'm gonna just say the
I know,
house.
But there's a couple. Okay, back then, at the house.
Whoever you said I love you to the first time.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Was it the house? That person?
I don't know.
Capo's lost. Capo don't know.
Another clue.
Another clue?
Yeah. You can do another.
There's literally, that's the biggest clue. They had a house that they basically lived in by themselves with their grandparents.
Oh yeah.
That person?
Yeah.
Okay, now you.
That's what I thought.
That was the first person you said I love you to. That was technically a significant.
Yeah. I would say I think.
That That was the first person you said it to.
I mean, there was one in middle school, but nah, that wasn't real.
You said I love you to someone in middle school?
Yeah, that was not. That wasn't.
Oh
like
my
eighth grade.
Let me ask you this. Do you
Stuff.
okay, I know how I feel about it.
probably-
And you can ask me how I feel about it after. But how do you feel about relationships before getting out of high school? Like how do you feel about that?
Ooh, I like this topic actually. This is a good one.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
You know what?
You could be honest.
I'm gonna be brutally honest. I think relationships in I mean, at the time, I understand it's hard to
not want something, right?
But
yeah.
honestly,
it's definitely hard to not want something.
From my opinion, they're dumb. Going from because you have to grow.
Brutally honest.
Brutally honest. I just don't agree with them.
I don't
because
agree either.
they have to. The people have to grow.
But
and sometimes
if I was side note, if they do work out, they work out.
There are some that work out.
If they work out, they work out.
Yeah.
If they work out, they work out.
But then there are a lot of cases where I guess you could say they don't work out in hindsight, but I think people need to grow. They don't work out because the people need to grow on their own sometimes.
Yeah, because high school is definitely...
They become too dependent.
High school, you still don't know who you are. Even when you graduate, you still don't know who you are.
I think that you can come back to them 5 years, 6 years, 4 years, 7 years, whatever.
That's definitely possible.
Yeah, I think you can come back if that is in the cards.
But then you both have to realize you're not the same person.
Well, and then I think, if you are, that's why they would get back together, though. They would understand.
Yeah. If you do get back together, yeah.
But
obviously.
I think going from high school to, you got to live a little, I mean, I don't think they know what true love is. I think you know what true love is, but I don't even think you know how to love either like that.
I think you can, like I said, I think you can know how to love. Like people think, I was talking to somebody. I won't mention names.
I mean, you can love.
It was a friend.
Love.
It was a friend. It was a friend. And, I told them I love you. And I'm not in love with them. I told you I love you. I care about your well-being. I care about what you go through. When I hear about things that you go through and it upsets you, it not necessarily upsets me, but it's like, oh, I feel down that you're going through that, because I care about your well-being. And they didn't know how to react to that. And I was just like, and I felt like, and then after I told them that, I had to explain to them what I meant. It's like, no, like, we're friends. And I'm telling you I love you because I care about what you're going through. That's your well-being. I'm not in love with you. I'm not sitting here fucking breaking my head over what you're going through. But it's like, oh, damn, like, you're going through that? Like, that shit sucks. Like, okay, what you're going through affected me, too, as well. Like, that's your well-being. When you care about someone's well-being, I feel like that's just basic love.
Yeah.
Full circle. When you care about someone's well-being, I think that's just basic love. I think a lot of people are afraid to say I love you, especially to, like, opposite sex or whatever, like a significant other, whatever the case may be, because they feel like so much comes with it. But no, it's literally just like, if you love someone, you care about their well-being.
And then the next step that comes a lot is being in love with them.
Yeah, but that comes with progression.
Yeah, exactly.
That comes with progression. Yep. And I think a lot of people don't understand. I mean, like I said, obviously it's going to come with experience, but people really think that being in love and loving someone is like the complete, total same thing when it's not. Because you can, like I said, like I told a friend that I love them, and they took that as like something like completely out of this world. And I had to explain myself to them later on. Like, I'm not like in love with you. I'm not like crazy about you or anything. I'm telling you, like, I care about your well-being. What you go through, like, affected how I felt as well, So it's like, I care about you. I care about what you just told me and what you're going through. What you're going through, this shit sucks. So it's like, it's saddening. So what you're going through makes you sad, makes me sad. Care about your well-being. Because to be honest with you, there's not enough I love yous in this world today. There isn't enough.
Yeah,
There isn't enough. There's not enough I love yous in this world today.
and you could blame social media for some of that.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding.
I feel like I know our next podcast episode.
No, but I feel like we're trying to get better though, but it's hard. There's still a lot of hate out there.
It's.
I definitely think that there's a lot more awareness for ourselves, like our own feelings. It's getting there. It's slowly getting
That's
there.
what I'm saying. Like that's what I said too. Like social media brings light to certain things. So it's like
It does. It helps that case. Yeah.
So it brings light to
It's
certain
not all
things,
bad. I
you
like
know?
social media. I'm not against.
I'm not I'm not against social media. Like we use it.
As long as
like
you
if we were
understand
completely
it.
against social media, we wouldn't use it, right?
Exactly. And if
So-
you understand the negatives and don't let it affect you, then I think you can use it to your advantage.
Yeah. So cause one day you can see a happy couple on Instagram, but in reality they aren't happy, and you can see people who like post their sad shit on Instagram, but then those are the people that are always working their shit out and know how to work their shit out.
Exactly.
So it's like-
you just gotta understand the difference, and there's not just
So you can't always take things for what they are.
yeah.
On social media, especially, you know. So
And then you can use it to help you, and has a pros.
you can apply it. You can apply it definitely, but you don't have to necessarily be full forced involved in what you see on social media.
No, because it is a way to connect. That's the best part is you can connect to people. And connect to things and experiences.
I think, and there's too little of people talking to others.
Yeah,
try
we'll
to
have
get
to get another
things from
segment because we can
people.
go into metaverse on this one too.
Metaverse?
That has to do with people not interacting and talking to each other.
God.
So that's another segment that we can talk about.
Metaverse.
Episode 1 right now is all over the place right now, kind of in a way.
Promo? This sounds like promo.
But episode 1, we're doing it. We're doing a thing and we're going with it right now. So enjoy the ride, and we're glad that you are on this journey with us, and we will have you in our studio on one of our podcast episodes
Oh, as a guest?
as a guest.
We have guests lined up. There are
We have guests lined
But
up,
this
and we're
is your reoccurring host. I guess I can say it like that, right?
Reoccurring host,
Yeah, I can say it like that. I can say it like that. I can say whatever I want.
Tempest, Tyler.
I'm Tempest.
Tell me
I'll go as
Instagram. Tell me your
Tempest.
Instagram
I'll go
handle
as
too, by
Tempest.
the way.
Tempest. Oh, what is my? I've changed my Instagram
Yeah,
a
you
couple of
did.
times, so I don't know what
So
it is.
Tempest is
honestly.
spelled TYMPEST.
HB.
HB.
That's my Instagram.
With no underscore? No underscore?
No, I took the underscore out.
Oh, underscore
Because we
out.
tried to get the dude and he didn't want to respond
What's
to our
mine?
messages.
Eddie
Yours is
Cap-
Eddie Cap 10.
Is it 10?
Right?
Or just Eddie Cap?
Eddie.
Mine is Eddie Cap 10, EDDYCAP, the number 10. We have Instagrams, and
Oh, we could. Oh, you trying to plug right now?
we're plugging
We
real
can
quick.
plug.
We're getting-
Oh,
we're-
we can
we're-
plug. We're gonna
plugging real
plug.
quick. We're plugging.
Obviously, we're gonna plug. We're gonna plug that shit. I'm put on. It's going on YouTube, so we're gonna plug.
Okay, yep,
But
yep.
if you like, I want this. I want this to be a safe haven, like I said too. So like, in the comments, whatever on YouTube, if you want to come talk to any of us.
If you got any topic ideas, let us know. We're open.
Oh, we're open to everything. Yeah. If you want to be a guest too, we have our guests lined up. So, oh well, you don't know about the guests yet. I know about
Not
the guests.
all of them.
I know about
I
the
don't
guests.
know
You don't know
yet.
about all the guests.
I know a
I
couple.
know about the guests because I've been screaming, But this is, like I said, this podcast is for life, love, entertainment. That's gonna be a special segment. We haven't done entertainment. We didn't do entertainment tonight because we didn't want to throw everything at y'all, right away. But the entertainment segment, I got a little thing for y'all. But
We hope you like this episode.
hopefully,
We ranted on some subjects, but we gave our opinion, and everyone has their own opinion, and
perspective. Life is about perspectives.
that's what
It
we're
is.
here for. Yeah.
So you may disagree, but then again, you may not have experience.
as long as you're open-minded.
Boom. I'm just playing with y'all. This is a safe haven. We want everyone to come here. If you have any questions, any advice for us. I'm always taking advice. If people feel like they need to give me advice, I'll take it. I'll listen. I'll listen to what someone has to say, but I'm gonna say something back, obviously.
We are going to try and run our podcast every other Wednesday, I think, right now.
What do you mean? Oh, posting wise? Shit. Posting wise, I want it probably Fridays. We're probably gonna post on Fridays because we gotta record it, Capo.
Yeah.
Gotta record it, and then we gotta see what we're gonna keep in the recording.
Recording Wednesdays.
And then, well, we gotta see about our guests too. So we're gonna see. So we're gonna see about that.
All right, you can take that part out.
But no, I'll keep it in. I'm gonna embarrass you. Just kidding. No, but we're gonna. Like I said, this podcast is life, love, entertainment, safe haven for all. If you want to have conversations, hit my DMs. We can have conversations. That's what this is all about too. Opening up conversations for people to have perspectives. You know, because everyone has a perspective. Whether you agree, whether you disagree, whatever the case may be, not everyone lives the same life. That's for sure. That's 100% facts. Not everyone lives the same life. Some people may not have taken these opportunities at love or being in love. You know, so they don't know, and some people may not know what to do. Some people may not know how to go about things.
And we hope that we can provide
and
some
we
information
can and
and
yeah
insight
we
on
can
that.
there's opposite
perspectives.
Exactly, yeah, there's opposite ends of spectrums. Always there's always spectrums on things,
and not
but
one way is wrong, not one way is wrong, so.
No, exactly, that's why I'm saying like this podcast is a safe haven. Like whether you're a guest, whatever the case may be, for this podcast, for you, we just hope that you enjoy it, that you listen. That's all we hope to do.
And
what? What you got to say, Cal?
from Harkboy Studios, episode 1, Sucka for Love, Tempest,
Sucka for Love podcast, episode 1 in the books.
Eddie Cap.
Capo under the ship. I'm Tempest.
I'm out right now. I hope you guys have a great
Hey, Capo's out. As always, though, as I end my streams, as always, I'm going to end the podcast the same way. Everyone, like I said, whoever's listening at whatever time zone, wherever you are in the world, create laughs, spread positivity, show love, spread love, and tell somebody you're glad they're here. I love y'all. Suck for the podcast, episode 1. I'm out. We out.
We out, baby.
We out. Not I'm out. I have a co-host. It's not just me. It's Capo.
We out.
Sucking for Love podcast, episode 1.